All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We're Monday. The weekend of 4th of July is come and gone. And I tell you what, back to the shop. Just getting ready to start back in the old Ford F450 project. But it's kind of sad when just want to show you guys this. This is what I deal with every freaking Monday I come back. Bums get down to my my trash can and there's nothing in there. There's stinky old garbage. The bums get down here in my garbage can and they just make a mess. And I can't put it behind the fence because then they can't empty it because they come on different days to empty. And this is the kind of crap that just pisses me off. Every week I have to deal with this. So I don't know, we're gonna have to find out a solution. I don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna find something out. But I'm gonna start back up on the F450 today. All right, guys, got it up and running. And from the outside, it seemed like it was running pretty good. But the more I've run it, the more it seems to have picked up another miss. And when I placed number 6 injector, the ejector was completely dead. So I don't think that's the problem. I don't know what we got going on. Maybe a fuel filter? I don't know. Run out here and grab my scanner real quick. And we'll hook up to it and we'll do a continuity test and the cylinder contribution test. I think we'll do the contribution test first. That'll tell us, you know, everything that's going on as far as ejectors. Kind of works like a Duramax, where each injector at idle has a percentage, and I believe that the Powerstroke injectors have a 0%. I think maybe anything after half or 1% they're bad. So let me get this thing hooked up and we'll go through and we'll see. Oh, we'll see if we got some bad injectors. We'll see if we don't have any check engine lights. You guys can see I got no check engine lights, so at least we know we don't have an electrical problem coming up on the ECM at least. Let me get plugged in, let me get everything pulled up. I need to let it get up to temperature a little bit. We don't want to do a contribution test unless it's up to temp. So let me get that all done, dialed in. I'll get back with you guys when I have the scanner hooked up and on the injection test. Okay, guys, we've been working on this thing pretty much all day long. I'm doing a bunch of little stuff, little tests, making sure that I know exactly what's wrong with it. And I think we've come to a conclusion, and not what I wanted to do, but I believe we got some more injectors bad. But we're sitting in the truck, she's idling, but you can look at that shifter. Use my hand as a reference. You can see it's got a very specific rhythm to that shake of that shifter. So we know we have one complete cylinder that's shut off completely. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our scanner here and see if we can figure out which ones those are. And what we'll do is we're going to go down here and we're going to check. Basically, it's the basically what we're going to check real quick is we're going to check ICP, our pressures, and percentages for the regular. Everything there looks great, and you can see those numbers are spot on. That looks great. I'm not worried about that. But where I'm going to say we're going to end up with some problems is on this right here. So you see all these numbers. Let me pull this up to where. So this is basically cylinder 1 through 5 on the truck. You can see most of the numbers stay below 0.5. You know, you may get one every once in a while go up and down near 1, but if we've got one bad injector, so say injector number 1, pretty sure we got a problem there with number 1. You can see it's bouncing 1.5, 1.6. So the injector beside it, number 3, is going to be giving us issues too, because it's going to be compensating for that number 1 going up and down. So you can go down 2, so it's 1, 2, 3. You can see it's bouncing around as well. So what it's trying to do is compensate for number 1 being bad, which we're going to assume number 1 injector is bad. So it is at the point where it's trying to keep the idle up. So it's adding fuel, and that's what that positive number means. It's adding fuel. So we go down to number 4. The numbers on number 4 kind of concern me a little bit, because it shouldn't be bouncing around that much. You see the other ones are staying darn near 0 until we get to magic number 8. Number 8 is our bad boy. You can see that thing is 6.3, 6.4. The balance rate on this one is way out of spec, and I don't know what the specs are. I'm assuming 1.0 maybe. Haven't looked that up, but that's 6 times out of spec. So we definitely need to replace number 8. And what this is showing us is maybe even 4 is having to compensate for 8. I don't know the exact firing order of this motor, so I'll look that up tonight and see if I have any pertinent information to that. I don't know if it goes 1, 3, 4, 8. Don't know. Maybe that's why number 4 is going up and down with number 8. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll look at that tonight. But that's definitely telling us we have an injector issue. So what we're going to do, basically, we're going to see that is basically, you know, that's the percentage of fuel. So that's telling us our duty cycle per injector. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back out of this. We're going to go to the functional test of cylinder contribution. And what this will tell us is the amount of fuel. What it does, it drops out a cylinder and it sees how much the injector responds to the fuel load. So we're going to turn this on, get it going. It takes a couple minutes. So during that time, we're going to play the old theme song to Jeopardy. Do 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 do. That's enough. I've had enough. I'll get back with you guys when it's done. Okay, there we have it. So, based upon what we saw in the duty cycle for the injectors, the scanner is basically telling us what we already know. We got a cylinder 1 and a cylinder 8 contribution code. Intake air heater, I'm not worried about it. I don't care about that right now. I got an idea what that is, but I'm not worried. But cylinder 1 and cylinder 8 contribution. Using the data we had from the duty cycle, that was pretty obvious that's what the problem is going to be, but this just confirms what we already knew. So now, using this info, we'll go ahead and get a fuel injector for number 1 and a fuel injector for number 8. We'll slap those in tomorrow and see if it makes a difference or not. But that's how you go about trying to diagnose these trucks, guys. You can't just throw parts at them, because diesels are way too expensive. The parts are too expensive. It's too hard to work on. You want to have somebody that's competent running the computer. You want to have somebody that's competent running the shop. And if you don't have that, you need to find somebody, because if not, you're going to be wasting thousands and thousands of dollars. We first got this truck, we knew number 6 was bad. It was just, that was a no-brainer. It was dead, wasn't doing anything. Put that in it, and it solved a lot of problems. But when we got it up and running, this mist developed, and the mist developed because we have, I'm going to imagine our dead mist is on number 6, because the numbers are so terribly high. And that being the case on number 8, I'm sorry, number 8 is so terribly high. I imagine we'll put an injector in number 8, and that'll solve this rough running issue. And it's got low power, like right off of idle. But once it gets up off idle, the balance rates really don't matter anymore. And I don't know how the fuel is controlled. I just know it's controlled in a different manner. So that will fix hopefully our low torque issue, our off idle miss, and we'll have hopefully restore a lot of our power. Doesn't smoke, doesn't have any white smoke, doesn't have any blow by. There's nothing that leads me to believe that we have a low compression issue. So I believe it's just these 2 injectors. We'll get those changed out, get back with you. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like the content, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'm going to be kind of doing this with every kind of truck we get in here. We're going to have some other stuff going on, but guys, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.